Welcome everyone to Weekly News and DW with Major Tidbits, and the topic for this video is Duterte humarap sa Senado. Is this a real life? Or is this just fantasy? Is this real life or is this just a fantasy? We are in an unprecedented time in our history. Former President Rodrigo Duterte attended the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing regarding the war on drugs probe stemming from the House Quad Committee hearing implicating the former President and Senator Bato del Rosa, Senator Bongo in the three-tier reward-based system sa pagkitil ng mga drug suspects based on their threat level. On Monday, Duterte with his entourage of former PNP chiefs sa Davao ay umattend sa Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee hearing nitong Monday, 28 of October to probe the war on drugs of the previous administration na according to estimates ranges from the administration's count of 6,000 to 30,000 at the maximum deaths from 2016 to 2022 under his leadership. Nag-drop ng bombshell si FPRRD patungkol sa kanyang drug war. Now, this is kind of the undoing ng mga nangyayari. At I have covered the former Davao PNP Colonel Garma testimony na nag-confirm na nagganap si Duterte sa kanya ng isang PNP chief na isang INC operative na maaaring mag-implement ng Davao-style drug war nationwide. So you can check the videos I've made sa kanilang NIDW recaps number 74 at 73, pati na yung mga major tidbits that will be coming in the next week. Without further ado, let's go point by point sa mga revelations ni former President Rodrigo Duterte, starting with
my job as president was never easy, and it was not meant to be. I have tried to do the best I can to address the problem of illegal drugs firmly and without compromise. For all of its successes and shortcomings, I alone take full legal responsibility sa lahat na nagawa ng mga pulis pursuant to my order. Ako ang managot at ako ang makulong, wag yung pulis na sumunod sa order ko. Kawawa naman, nagtatrabaho lang.
right out of the gate, swinging sa kanyang opening statement, sinabi ni Duterte na siya lamang ang dapat may responsibilidad sa war on drugs ng kanyang administrasyon, saying na siya ang nagbigay ng utos sa mga nagawa ng mga pulis at kawawa naman kung madadamay ang pulisya kung nagtatrabaho lang naman sila at it's in his or under his directive. So, to which Senator Risa Ontiveros asked,
Sir, sabi nyo, when you are confronted by a criminal, you must overcome the resistance. Ibig po ba sabihin na lahat ng na EJK may barel? Kasi kung gano'n, nasa na po kaya yung mga barel? Dapat may libo-libo ng barel sa custody ng PNP. Sabi nyo rin po kanina, you take full legal responsibility for the consequences of the drug war.
Yes.
Kanina rin,
Yes.
kanina rin sabi nyo, maraming mali. No? So, halimbawa, si Kian de los Santos, menor de edad, hindi armado, nagmamakaawa, pero pinatay ng mga pulis sa drug war.
Oh.
Do you take responsibility for the death of Kian de los Santos?
The Criminal Act, hindi naman siguro.
The death. You take responsibility for his death.
Walang maniwala na abogado sa akin yan. That
Hindi
would
po,
be
sir.
a long shot.
Hindi po abogado. Nandito pa lang tayo
I
sa
was
Senado, hindi sa
referring
Korte.
to the policy na ginawa ko para sa mga pulis.
Yes, sir.
Sabi
At
ko,
nagbunga
for that,
yung
I
polisiya.
take full responsibility
Yes,
for
and
that.
what about yung bunga ng polisiya na libo-libong namatay kasama si Kian de los Santos? Do you also take full responsibility for that?
I mean, what the frick? I mean, I guess it's kind of valid na if titignan natin, EJKs are outside the war on drugs. Although, if we look at it that way, makikita rin natin yung inconsistency. Kasi if Duterte was saying na he's taking full legal responsibility sa mga ginawa ng police, that includes EJK victims, or that's what I think should be the clause of the full in the full legal and moral responsibility na kanyang inaako ng mga pulis, yung mga EJK victims ng mga pulis aforementioned, because we all know, almost most of them did not kill those people because they had to. Or, they had to because, again, in-encourage ni Duterte, na i-encourage ng mga pulis yung paglalaban daw kumano ng mga pulis. And if you said, taking legal responsibility, you assume na mayroong legal responsibility to take. Kung baka pag sinabi mong ganun, you're basically predicting na magkakaroon talaga ng legal responsibility that you have to face yourself. And, hindi naman sinabing I take full legal and moral responsibility if there are any. Ang sinabi niya lang, I will, take full legal and moral responsibility sa mga ginawa ng mga pulis under his directives sa war on drugs niya. Ang sabi niya, guilt is personal and non-transitory. Hindi mapapasa. Even if he had said na yung mga bagay like, I take full legal and moral responsibility at, ako ang ikulong nyo or whatever. Metaphorical lang yan. Not responsibility of any crime. Yun ang kanyang sinasabi. Pero, that's putting too much assumption at speculation to an innocuous answer at, introductory statement na kanyang ginawa. Kasi sinabi niya na yung pag-ramp up lang ng drug on war are to be his responsibility. Of course, we had to see if legal ba ang pag-encourage sa mga suspect to fight for them to have a justification. Kasi nga, you're maliciously encouraging malicious provoking. Kumbaga, you're basically saying na, self-defense, kahit na ikaw mismo yung nag-provoke at nag-encourage na labanan. Now, the other one that he said was,
Tanungin ko sila ngayon, tanungin ninyo, openly lahat yan dumaan pagka-police chief, pati yan si Gamboa. Tanungin ninyo, Danaw, kung may utos ba ako na patayin ninyo yung tao na nakatali yung paa, pati kamay sa likod, or assassinate them. Ang sinabi ko, ganito, prangkahan tayo, encourage the criminals to fight. Encourage them to draw their guns. Yan, buhay yan. Ayan ang sila, yan ang instruction ko. Pati yan si Kuy. Encourage, pati yan si De La Rosa, encourage them lumaban. Pagka lumaban, patayin ninyo para matapos na ang problema ko sa siyudad ko. Tangina yan. Noong na-presidente ako, ganun rin sa command conference. Diyan sa Malacanang. Yan ang utos ko. Bakit ko pagbigyan important?
Inamin ni FPRRD na sinabi niya sa kanyang pulisya na in-encourage niya ang pagpatay sa mga suspect ng pagtutulak, pasisynthesize o paggawa ng mga illegal na droga para magkaroon sila ng rason para patayin ang maglalaban. Parang katulad lang ito ng provoking someone to do something stupid so you can justify doing something, kind of like jailbaiting someone, kind of like a sting operation. Nakalimutan ko ang tawag dun sa ginagawa nila na parang ina-attract nila yung crime to happen that would otherwise would not have had happened. Wait, let me search for it. Wait. Ang tawag nila doon is like entrapment. Kumbaga, kasi nga, you trap someone into doing something illegal. Kasi gusto mo nila gawin yun that they would otherwise not do. Kasi again, ini-encourage. That's the wording of his, statement. Now, parang katulad lang ito, again, ng provoking someone to do something stupid so you can justify doing something. Kind of like jailbaiting someone from taking the bait para may rason ka. Para, gawin yung mga gusto mong gawin. Although, do you really think na kailangan pa nilang manlaban for these people to say that they did to try and shoot? Kasi hindi naman nila kakailanganin yun because it's their word against the word, in quotes, of the witnesses, or if walang witnesses, there's no word against the word of the PNP officer, the police officer. Naalala ko sa mga news coverage, ganyan nga ang linya ng mga police kapag may napatay silang suspect. By encouraging them, they think na legal yung pinagagawa nilang sinabi na lang Nanlaban yan. Kaya napilitan kaming patayin. Self-defense lang, kumbaga. Sasabihin nila, self-defense lang po kasi nga our lives are in danger. Resisting arrest pa yan. Isa mo po pa yung endangering the life of a police officer while carrying out their duties. No? The problem being na mahirap i-confirm kasi malamang sa malamang walang body cam. Naalala ko nga nung sinabing hindi nila kailangan ng body cam kasi yung Diyos na ang body cam nila. Yung Diyos na ang bahala sa kanila. Wait, again, walang jurisdiction. Paano natin malalaman, di ba? But anyway, you might ask, that's their moral quandary, that's their moral responsibility for the God to kind of punish that. Pero, they have the responsibility, the legal responsibility, at yung social fiduciary nila para pagbayaran yung mga ginawa nila dito sa lupa. Not just in heaven or hell. You might ask, kung hindi sila guilty, bakit sila nanlaban? Well, first, only the police tells their side kasi nga patay na yung kabilang side. So we don't really know if nanlaban nga on a case-by-case basis kasi ganun dapat natin tinitignan. Second, if I have an AR-15 tapos itututok ko sa inyo, ganyan, sige, sinong gagalaw, at sasabihin ko na, kung sino yung sumisinghot sa inyo ng droga, yung mga gumagawa ng droga, yung nagpupush ng droga, yung bumibenta at gumagamit ng droga, babarilin ko. Tapos, mukha kang addict for a completely different reason. O kaya, tapos nakatira ka sa isang lugar na talamak ng droga. Tapos, payatot ka, but not because sumisingit ka ng droga, but because, you're poor and all that stuff, or nasa keto ka, or nagfa-fasting ka, or anything like that. Tapos, won't you a bit be nervous too? Lalo na kasi, yung leader ko, na nagsabi na, na nagdidirect sa akin para bumaril ng mga drug user, pusher, at maker, palagi sila sabi na papatayin niya indiscriminately ang mga drug addict. Hindi ka ba matatakot na meron akong hawak na baril in front of you, pointing at any one of you? Hindi ka ba matatakot? At araw-araw, may nakikita kang namamatay everyday na pinatay ko kasi sinabi kong mukhang nagdroga. I guess kung gusto nga talaga ni Duterte na pumunta ng impyerno kasamang ilang pulis, sure, why not? Though the next bombshell na kanyang idinrap na I saw was...
Meron akong death squad, pero hindi yung mga pulis. Sila rin yung mga gangster. Yung isang
Mr. Chair?
gangster, utusan ko, patayin mo yan, kaya kung hindi mo patayin yan, patayin kita ngayon. Bakit mo isakripisyo yan sila?
Kasi medyo nalito rin po ako. So, ibig niyo sabihin, gusto niyo proteksyonan yung police, ayaw niyo silang gamitin sa maipit sila kasi kung masuspend sila, kawawa pamilya niya. Tas nabanggit niyo, may sarili kayo ngayong tinayo na hit squad. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Para hindi po kami nalilito po. I mean, can we be very clear?
Hindi naman death
Salitang
squad.
ano po ito? Salitang diretso. Opo.
Hindi naman death squad. Basta alam ng tao sa Davao na nandyan ako at magkamali ka and you commit a heinous crime at walang mapuntahan yung agrabyado, ako yan.
Sinabi ni FPRRD na meron siyang death squad or nagkaroon siya ng death squad which was also used sa drug war, with him giving more details saying na merong 7 tao sa kanyang death squad pero para kumalaban sa mga kriminal, and in other words they're basically vigilantes, which we have already discussed. Sinabi niyang patay na yung kanyang dating death squad, and plot twist, mayayaman daw yung mga nasa death squad niya. And, gusto lang daw nilang maging safe ang syudad and, for the business to thrive kasi nga, walang krimen. Kind of like Batman meets The Purge kasi, unlike The Purge, yung death squad niya, mayayaman lang ang maaaring gumawa ng krimen. And unlike Batman, wala silang cool gadgets to kill those alleged criminals that we know of. Talagang baril lang. Pumapatay sila and not just injure them, katulad ng ginagawa ni Batman. Because, you know, Batman has a moral code or something like that. He's a vigilante but he has a moral code. And lastly, they do it to be richer by eliminating small-time criminals. And, you know, they're probably just millionaires in pesos, not even in dollars. Tapos si Batman, si Bruce Wayne, bilyonaryo. That's kind of fucked up kasi he rose to the polls at sa eleksyon noong 2016 dahil sa kanyang pro-poor sentiments. Pero he's working pala with rich people to kill suspects, usually poor, without consequence. What gives? Now, the next one on our list ay
Senator, may I
yes, sir. Go ahead.
interject? Lahat itong sa right side ko, dumaan ito ng Chief of Police, Police Director. Puro commander ng death squad yan.
I thought there was no existence.
Trabaho ng pulis yan. Literally, hindi mo sabihin ng death squad. Yung isang senador, yan ang nakaupo dyan, si Senator De La Rosa. Death squad rin yan. Because they were police directors handling the controlling crimes in the city. So, pag sinabi mong death squad, it's a very loose term na ginagamit mo lang parang ganon isili. Lahat yan sila, ito, si Danao, ayan o. Nagdadasal kasi sa kasalanan niya siguro. Magkano bang, ilan bang pinatay mo?
Now, ito, nakikita kong natataken out of context lalo na sa mga posts kasi sinasabi nila na, you know, nilaglag niya si Senator Bato de la Rosa at yung mga PNP chiefs. Well, you know, what Duterte was actually saying is na si Senator Bato de la Rosa ay death squad commando. Lahat ng police chief niya ay death squad commando. But that's not an admission of anything na incriminating. Well, what he was actually saying, or what he was actually trying to say, was that napaka-vague daw ng salitang death squad, napaka, you know, all-encompassing ng word na death squad commander. And you can argue, and you know, he can argue that, you know, you can call Senator Bato del Rosa and the Bolsinas, among others, na death squad commando sila dahil they handle and control crimes in the city. Pero I think the term death squad commanders are not that vague kasi again, the people that, you know, handle and, you know, try to control crime in the city is the PNP, and that's what they are. Pero kung sasabihin mo na, you know, the job of a death squad commando is to handle and control crimes katulad ng PNP, well, you have kind of a whacked and, you know, weird na interpretasyon ng kanilang protect and serve. Di ba? Yun yung kanilang motto. You know, because the term death squad commanders are not so vague or loose of a term kasi it's in the name, Mr. Former President. Death squad, PNP chiefs, and the regional officers' mandate is not to kill or systematize killings. Again, only to serve and protect. Ganun yung sinabi ka, diba? Don't argue na to protect someone is to mitigate these things at pumatay ka ng tao to achieve the protection and serving part. You don't need to kill them. Kaya nga sinasabi natin, you know, apprehension muna bago natin ikulong. Eh minsan nga, suspect pa lang, pinapatay na agad. I mean, I wouldn't care if they freaking, kung, you know, napatunayan sila, you know, kill them. Nah, just kidding. Anyway, you don't need to kill them because that's not what the government pretends to be their goal when apprehending someone or putting someone into the justice system. Because, you know, that squad, PNP chiefs and regional officers' mandate is not to kill anyone, you know. Sure, may namamatay. I mean, shit happens. Sabi nga ni De La Rosa, and I'm not knocking him for that, you know. Because, yes, shit happens, you know. People die sa mga enkwentro ng police. But, in a regular occurrence of 6,000 to 30,000 people in the lowest to the highest estimates, makikita mong systematic yung pagpatay. It's not shit happens, it's a regular occurrence. But that's not what they are for. And the same way you can say that the President of the Philippines is also the Chief Debt Officer dahil utang ng utang. Ngunit, dinedenay niya pa rin na ang sinabi ni dating Police Colonel Garma na mayroong pabuya dahil trabaho naman daw ng police ang paghuli sa mga suspect ng illegal drugs. Maybe it's just a happy coincidence na namatay sila or nanlaban, di ba? But, a lot more will be revealed sa mga admissions ni FPRRD sa mga susunod na Senate Blue Ribbon Committees, lalo na napaka-juicy na mga bombshell na dinrock ni Duterte casually every 10 minutes or so. Kaya you better subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date sa mga news item-worthy recaps. Ang video clip na ito ay galing sa aking series na News Item-Worthy Recap. Check the entire video for the complete weekly news recap and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date sa mga local at global news na I'll make sure would be interesting to you particularly. Di ko alam yung name mo pero you should subscribe. Muhammad Smith? I don't fucking know. John Smith? Salamat sa manunod mga kabayan. For me, like, subscribe, follow my links sa socials and over. Choose that would be linked down below. Sa susunod muli, of course, paalam.